Hi, Tony DeWitt here, Missouri appellate lawyer. My job here is to make the law make sense, or at least as much sense as the law can make. Today we're going to talk about the 3 things that you can do that will help your lawyer the most. Please stay tuned. Well, the very first thing you can do is to write it all down. Before you go see that lawyer the very first time, write down everything that happened. If you want to sue someone because you were in a car accident, write out what happened. Start before the accident happened, not at the accident. I was on my way to the store, that sort of thing. Write it all down, step by step. Read through it 3 or 4 times. Make sure you have everything in the right chronological order. If at all possible, type it out. And if at all possible, not only should you put it on a piece of paper and bring it with you, but you should also put it on a jump drive and take it with you so that they can have a copy of your document electronically. That will help them a great deal down the road. So that's my first tip. Write it all down. Get it all down. If somebody else was there with you at the time, have them look it over and make sure you have everything that happened. Now, in addition to writing down all of the information, the other things you should write down are the location where it occurred. If you have a copy of the police report, you should bring that with you. In addition, you want to write down the names of any witnesses, people who were in your car or people who were in the local area who came up to you afterwards and said, I saw that guy run the red light. All of those kinds of things are important for your lawyer to have. The second thing that you can do that will really help your lawyer a great deal is to answer his questions directly. Now, in this situation, there are some good answers and some bad answers. Yes, no, and I don't know are perfectly good answers. Did you see the light? Yes, I did. Do you know where that car came from? I don't know where that car came from. All of these things are good answers. You know what's not a good answer? Telling something that is not the truth just to make you look good. Don't do that. It is absolutely important that you give direct answers to direct questions that the attorneys will have. And the attorney will have questions for you. He'll ask you all kinds of things. He'll ask you about your background. He'll ask you specifically about how this accident or injury has affected your daily life. And you should be prepared to discuss that. If you can no longer bend down and pick stuff up off the floor because of a back injury, that's important for the lawyer to know. If it has made it difficult for you to sit for 8 hours a day and do your job, that's important for the lawyer to know. All of these things are things that you're going to want to write down, but also be prepared to answer those questions directly. And if you haven't thought about something well enough to really give a good answer, like, for example, how something affected you, tell the lawyer you will give that some consideration, you'll write down some responses, and you'll get that back to him. So that's the second thing you can do that will help your lawyer a great deal. Answer his questions directly to the best of your ability, telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth when you do that. The third thing you can do that will really help your lawyer is, and I hate to say this, fill out the silly forms. Let me explain something. The lawyers that you hire are going to have been down this road many times before with your kind of case. If it's an auto accident, they know exactly what kind of information the insurance company is going to want and the insurance company's lawyer is going to want. They're going to know almost in detail what every interrogatory that they're going to get in your case is going to say. And for those of you who don't know, an interrogatory is a written question that you have to answer under oath. So you'll get interrogatory questions that are very similar to the ones that are on the form that you're going to be asked to fill out. Fill out the form as best you can, answer the questions, and if you have a question, about what a word means or about why something is important, pick up the phone and call. You don't have to act blindly. You can ask questions, and it's a good idea to do that if you don't know. But fill out the forms, because here's why. If you don't fill out those forms, or if you fill out those forms incorrectly, you're going to get multiple phone calls from the lawyer or from his paralegal asking you about specific situations. If it was already on the form, they wouldn't have to call you. That's why the forms exist, to help them prepare discovery responses without bothering you. So that's it. That's the 3 biggest things you can do to help your lawyer. And you should help your lawyer because his job is to help you. And the more help you give him, the better the outcome will be for both of you. If you found this information useful or helpful, I would appreciate it if you would smash that like button and let everybody else on YouTube know that this content is valuable. In addition, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to our channel. And if you need to do that, you can look at on the other side of the screen where the subscribe icon is. Touch the subscribe icon. It'll bring up a couple of bells. Touch the bell at the top and you'll get a notification every time we release a video on this channel. So that's the story of what you can do to help your lawyer. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Otherwise, have a great day, guys. Thank you.